What is going on, guys? This is Dom from The Mafia, back with more Marshall D. Teach, deck guides, etc. We're going to jump immediately into it. The matchup that we're focusing in on today, I'm trying to go through all of the meta-relevant decks. We're going to be focusing on BY Nami today. The list has not changed at all. Been still testing these two slots. Regardless, we're just going to get right into her deck list. Yep, they're playing 69 cards. Don't know the exact list, just want to get through all the cards that I know that they could play. Her leader ability, they get to draw a card if a life card leaves an area and they have 7 cards in hand. And on our attack, once per turn, if they have a Don, they get to boost their leader by 2k the whole turn, which is insanely strong. So they'll play this on 2 to draw a card and trash a card. Usually it'll be one of their Thriller Bark package cards. And then every turn they get to give a Rested Dawn to their Nami, which will activate leader effect. Great card. I've been seeing this at about 1 or 2. It's an unblockable. So one of your characters gets unblockable. Usually they'll do this with the Robin or the Moria to swing for an unblockable swing, but they don't have on plays against us, so it usually doesn't matter. The Marco, you know him, you love him. On block, draw 2 cards, 4/6, pretty good. What I've seen them do is whenever they trigger a Moria, they can go into another Marco. It's actually like pretty disgusting, but regardless, good. The Thriller Bark package, they're running usually, I don't know the ratios, but they're running the Kumasi for a trigger, the Perona, and the Dr. Hogback. Definitely got to be careful with the Perona specifically. Definitely have to. I make this mistake maybe once or twice in these games. Definitely use Black Hole Effect to negate their on-play abilities before you either kill this card or swing at their life so they can trigger. It gives them a lot of tempo. Definitely have to look out for it. The Hogback is good. It lets them get their Perona back from trash. It lets them get their Marco back from trash, Kikinojo back from trash. A lot of good cards that they can play. Good card. Hiyori, great card for them to have on 2 Don when they can put any of these problematic cards into the top of their life. And then what they'll do is like counter with something, like a Hogback or something, and then they'll trigger the Moria anyways to get the Hogback out. So they won't use leader ability. They'll just 1k, take the life, and then trigger this so they get the body on the field. Really good card. The Zoro definitely gives them a lot of flexibility. Just being able to play it, trash a card, gain a life. Definitely have to look out for that as well. The Nami, you know her, you love her. 5 cost. Opponent takes a life. Then you get to give a Rested Dawn to your opponent on KO. You get to play a 6k or less from your hand, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They got like 24 cards that they can play from their hand. So definitely don't want to be killing this unless they have like 1 card in hand. The Borsalino, they got this slotted in with the Please Save Me package. The most triggering feeling in the game. The reason that we play Teach in the first place, Teach lovers. So you don't have to deal with this bullshit. On play, 2 or less life, gains you a life. Then they have this to play him back out, heal another life. So again, before you swing a life, I'm going to emphasize this a lot. Please pitch for leader ability so they don't get these disgusting on-play abilities. The Nico Robin, 7/8, gain 2 life, or trash a life, gain 2 life, draw a card with your Nami, and then on KO, you deal damage to your opponent. This is a very good card for us to use the Augur and Black Hole effect to get rid of. We do it multiple times. It's pretty good for us. 8 Club Moria, the 8/10 on play, add a Thriller Bark to your life or the field. 4 or less from your trash, or add it. Okay, yep. So this gets to heal them a card as well. They play this multiple times in the game. They get to get some big bodies that they can maybe swing into board. I've seen some of them starving us, which I don't know if that's correct or not, but to each their own. This card, it basically lets you search top 4 for a cost 2 to 8 character, which is literally their whole deck besides the Kumasi and the Rayquaza. So that's pretty cool. Kingdom Come. I've seen a couple people playing this. I mean, I don't know if it's incorrect, but I mean, late in the game, if you have to go for like lethal or answer a big character and you're at 1 life already, you can play this in the Zoro on the same turn or this in a Marco on the same turn. Basically just KO something. So they could do this on our 10 cost each, which is pretty annoying, but they are able to do that. What this deck really wants to do against us specifically, drop as many 4-cost characters with on KO effects to the field as they can, which literally all of these have a disgusting on KO effect. Yeah, so basically, like, against this deck, our entire deck is pretty fine-tuned to just counter them, like, in every aspect. Like, our 6-cost Kuzans box them out, like, extremely well. This is the MVP in this matchup. Because it'll go into the Kuzan, and then you can pivot to the KO with the Van Augur and Doc Q for their 4-cost characters, depending on what characters they are. If it is a Marco, you can KO those. This matchup is about winning the board, not cards in hand, so you're A-okay to KO as many Marcos as you want, as well as the Kikus. If it's just tricky. With the Kiku, it's tricky because then they get to gain life, and then it's just weird. But you'll see in one of the games I KO 2 Kikus, I think. But still a okay card to KO because they don't get to like play another character off of them. But yeah, with the Hogback though, if you KO the Hogback, they get to play a character standing, which is quite annoying. So usually this is a prime target for our black hole effect, which is another very key card in this matchup, and I'll touch on that in a second because I'm talking about the KO engine right now. Now, getting back to Nami's deck list, the prime targets for KO, you're never really going to want to KO this because they're just going to probably play a Marco or something else. This card usually isn't getting removed from the field, unfortunately, so it'll just have this stick. There are cases where you can swing into this to get cards out of their hand when they're low. They just replace it. Borso, obviously, double auger, Doc Q is fine. Never really have KO'd a Moria ever, but if you want to do that, you're more than welcome to. With the Robin specifically, you want to use the Black Hole. An Augur and Black Hole, after they play a 7-cost Robin, gets us enough tempo to the point where we're about a turn ahead of them. And with the Black Hole specifically, it's a very key card in this matchup. It cleanly answers all of their 4-costs that they play. The Kikunojo, on KO effect, doesn't matter, removes the card. The Marco, on KO effect, doesn't matter, remove the card. Zoro, 4/6, KOs the card. Perona, on KO effect, doesn't matter, KOs the card. Dr. Hogback, 4-cost, doesn't matter, or on KO, doesn't matter, KO the card. Answers their probably like 50% of their deck very cleanly, as well as the Robin with the Van Augur. The Black Hole is just chef's kiss in this matchup. Definitely want to see it, as well as your lethal lines as well. What I've gotten into a hard position with is being too aggressive swinging early. Now, learning this matchup, early I was swinging way too aggressively, and they were just triggering out a bunch of shit and getting the board from me. You have to play patiently. Even when you don't really want to, you're going to have to play patiently against this deck. And it's going to feel bad at times when you just have to pass the turn without swinging at their life. But the amount of tempo that they get with triggering out characters from their life with the Moria, the Kikunojo, the Kumasi, the Hogback, and the Perona, like, these are all cards that are played close to 4-ofs that they just get the effects from, unfortunately. And the Rayquaza, it still gets the Borso on the field. It doesn't get the Heal Life, but it still gets it on the field. So they're going to have a shitload of triggers in their life that they're going to be able to play bodies out with. We have to live with that. Our game plan is to get value. Now, like, in comparisons to other matchups, I just say get value with this one because the lines in this matchup are very complex. We are not just playing a 6-cost Kuzan like willy-nilly every single turn. When you play the 6-cost Kuzan, you have to try to get value by playing a 5-cost Kuzan. And then next turn, you have to assess whether to play into a Burgess, a Shiryu, or a Van Augur, based on if you have this card or this card in your hand, or a Lafitte line. Like, the lines are really, really complex in this matchup. And I think that's why I enjoy it quite a bit, because Van Augur is a shining star in this matchup. Like, he's absolutely amazing. As well as the Caribou is very good in this matchup. Helps us on key turns where if we take a life, we're down tempo, but this card being one is really, really good for us as well in this matchup. Obviously, later in the game, you're going to want to chain a couple teaches, and it's not always play teach on 10. I know I tell people this a lot. This is not the right answer every single time. Getting one on the field is perfect, but sometimes it's a combination of, especially in this matchup, like Kuzan into Black Hole on 10. It's a very good play on 10. Or Kuzan into Shiryu. Or Kuzan double defeat Caribou pass. Definitely have to... I don't think there's a game in here where Van Augur doesn't come up. You can correct me if I'm wrong. You're always going to want to eventually play a Van Augur, I think, into the Liberation event. Like, there's some turns where you can just pay 8, and if they have these cards on the field right here, the Thriller Bark Engine or the Kiku or the Marco, like, it's just worth it to pay 8 and then to get rid of all of them, because they have to spend an entire turn just playing those cards over again. So very, very good. The matchup isn't like, it's a lot easier said than done, I will say. They can, if you're playing against a good player, they're gonna get a lot of tempo against you, and they're gonna make all the right plays. With the key is their 4-cost characters, not so much that these like matter like too much. Obviously, the Robin, you could only KO it with a Van Augur and Black Hole, but the Moria you can swing into. If you don't seed your Augurs or Dock Qs or Black Holes, you want to play 6-cost Kuzan and Burgesses and just keep swinging into their board until they eventually run out of value with these cards. Kiku, it's okay to swing into. Marco is okay to swing into. The Hogback, I guess it's okay to swing into, because they're just going to play either a Perona, Marco, or Kiku again for us to just swing into on the next turn. But you definitely do eventually need to find the Augur, I would say. Like I said, the tricky lines that I've run into is when they have like multiple Morias in life to play multiple blocker Marcos to draw a shitload of cards when they block with them. Also, the Rayquaza, you can't stop the effect where they bring in the Borsalino, so you just have to play super patient. So there's some turns where you're like, can I go for it? They have 2 life, but I mean, if they're threatening either playing a Marco or a Moria into either of these 2 fucking cards, you're just going to lose the game. So sometimes you got to play super patiently. Yeah, and then know the lines in your head before you make your decisions. You don't want to irrationally make a decision like okay, I'm definitely going to play Black Hole this turn to negate his Marco and go for lethal. Like, sometimes that's not the right play. But we'll definitely get into the line. You'll definitely see some pretty cool lines in the games. Not saying that all of them are 100% optimally. I already watched the games, and all of them were not 100% optimally. When you play your 10-cost teach, make sure you negate the leader ability before, before you swing with anything, because then they can just get the plus 2k power, and then it stays for the turn, and then if you can't poke with leader, or Van Augers at their leader, because she'll be 7K. And that's what you want to do. You want to get to a point where you have your engine online, your board established, and you can kind of put them on a clock when you chain a couple teaches in a row. This card usually doesn't come up against us. Haven't really run into it all, but I just looked at GumGum.gg and I saw this card in a deck list, and I thought, hey, this is actually a very good card to play with either of these two cards to go for lethal, so I'm pretty sure they're going to be playing this card. It's just strictly better than the one-cost event, too, that they used to play. And, yeah. If this, I could see how this deck is really, really good against stuff that, like, against not teach, because all of their on-play stuff with Hiyori, like, Hiyori can put Moria, it can put the Rayquaza help, it could put one of these two cards in their life, it could put the Kumasi in their life, it could put the Baby 5 in life, it could put the Kiku in life. Like, man, this card is really good in this deck. I'm not even going to lie, and you get the draw off of it. Anyways, I'm going to stop jabbering. Kind of went over what the general game plan is. You just have to know what they can play out of their life, and yeah, watch out for these. The Thriller Bark package in this deck is really good, like insanely good, and yeah, don't have an exact 50 for you right now, but these are the cards that I've seen in there, and they're quite good in this deck. Might be leaving out one or two cards. Give me a break, guys. Definitely want to start using leader ability on their 5 or 6 down turn. On 4, it doesn't really matter what you do, because they're just going to play one of these characters that you see on the screen that I'm hovering over, and then on 6, they're always going to play the Nami. They never don't have the Nami, so they're going to play that card. And Borso, pretty useless card in this matchup, because it doesn't have an on-play effect, and it doesn't have an on-KO effect, so as soon as it turns sideways, you're just getting free value by swinging into it. So useless card in this matchup, as well as the Rayquaza. I mean, unless we're going for lethal, and they get like 2 of these off the top of their life so they can play blockers, then useless. Yeah, I want to go second in this matchup, just so I can get some cards in my hand, and then we want to have like I said, we want to have like either Lafitte, Stage, play a Burgess on 4 is really, really good. Burgess on 4 is insanely good, gets us a lot of value, and then go from there with like Stage. If you haven't already established it, you want to either have a Liberation, a Mage, or a Lafitte on like 2 down in combination with both of those. Burgess on 4, chain a couple 6-cost Kuzans, find your 5-costs, get them in the bin, and then you're cruising with either Augur plan at some point. You want to use a Liberation, Dock Qs, and chain in a couple Burgess on the field, swinging to their board, playing a couple 10-costs, and then just finding value. Just find your value, guys. That's all I'm gonna say in regards to this matchup. Don't worry about their hand size. It's gonna be astronomical. They're like, from my testing, they played a Marco a lot. They're gonna be able to draw off the Marco. Just win the board first. Win the board, then focus on going for their life and the amount of shit that they can trigger with these. But the key strategy, win the board. Win the freaking board, boys. Win the board, then go for their life. I'm going to say it one more time. Win the board, then go for their life. All right? And I haven't had an insane amount of trouble into this. I do think it's quite favored for us. No matter what they try to do, they could go full aggro, they can starve. I've gotten there probably a good amount of times. Granted, they weren't ranked games. Don't have time to sit around and wait for ranked games. But as far as general strategy goes, we're pretty favored into this leader, and pretty confident with saying that. Yeah, so as far as the meta matchups so far, I'm just going to get into the games right now. We could talk about this after, but I hope you guys enjoyed this brief kind of discussion about the general strategy into this leader. And you'll definitely see some pretty cool lines in the games provided as well. I think there's 3. But I hope you guys enjoy. Like, sub, and comment what's working for you boys. Mafia out. Got a Nami. He wants to go first. I've seen so much worse hands. I'll try it. Weaken my age and then Lafitte. Or I guess we could just Lafitte search for Burgess. I'll ship it. We'll go for a 6 cost line. We could always just play Shiryu next turn. I think he's just gonna... Oh, he's searching it up. Alright, what's he gonna grab? So he draws the girl, that'll filter him a card, then he can attach still. Okay. He pitches a Kiku. Take this. We get our stage 2. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think that I just want to... I could play a Doc Q. Definitely want to get our stage out. Ooh, another Doc Q's pretty deadly. Or Lafitte. We'll do that. Where are the burgers? There is a burger. On 8, we could go Kuzan, Lafitte. But I also kind of want to see An Augur if he wants to play his... I'm gonna get an Augur. What are we scared of? Nothing really. If we swing, he can counter and then take it. It could be a Thriller Bark card, and then we'll be kind of behind. So we'll just pass. That's a worst case scenario. Because I've seen them do that a lot. Kiku. Ooh, 7. At leader. Wouldn't you attach 2 and then get rid of this stuff? Very weird. I will take though. Interesting. Because now I go Kuzan on 6, and then next turn I can do... Yeah. Then we do another one and then double a feet search. Oh man, that's gonna be good. Yeah. Do I want to swing though? Am I swinging here? I'm at 3-2. Oof. That's 2 Kikus, though. I'll hit him once. He'll do the thing where he counters with a hog back. Okay, he just does it already. Okay. It's just a card. So his Thriller Bark stuff will be active now. He plays Hiyori for some reason. It's not my job to play his deck for him. Maybe he has a Slave Arrow or something, but don't know. If it's just a 6, I'm gonna 2K. No, it'll be more than that. Okay. Okay, that's fine. We'll do... I might 2K, 1K this. Just because we're going to get a whole bunch of cards back next turn. And we'll block this one. And then we'll be able to do Kuzan plus the 2 Laffittes. Is it worth going into Burgess? It might be. We're at 10. Yeah, it could be like an 8 into 6. 8 into 6 is probably good enough to do this. Because there's 10 in trash, 9. It's probably just 5 cost Kuzan. We could always go into Shiryu to box these out. We are at 3 or less life though, so that's going to be a little bit unfortunate. Maybe instead of searching with the Laffittes, we can go 6/6 into the Kiku. I don't hate that at all. And then maybe just let it go. Please. He does not. At least we get his hand. Okay. So we will go into the Shiryu then. Two for one him there. We get pitch, dock Q. 10, double 10. Chaining 10 costs will probably be really good. I think. Definitely want to negate. If we're gonna chain 10 costs, then probably don't want to have the black hole, I guess. I don't want to have 0 counter, but he won't get through my life anyways. Pitch at Burgess. Pass. So we have the hand now, which is good. Got his hand, now we can accrue value with our resources. We're healthy enough and have like enough resources to where we can... I'm gonna 2 for 1 this. Yep. Okay. Swings. I think I block into a Kuzan here. And then do Shiryu second. You can gain a life, it's fine. You going to the Burgess now? I'm probably going to Burgess. It's a good top deck, or a good draw. Negate with the 5 cost Kuzan. Ship it. Can't attack. We have a 2k if he wants to play something big. We'll probably take 1 life here. And then I think that we can, actually next turn I think that we play the Kuzan with a double the feet. And then get value. Okay. Take 1, he can get a life. We could go 6 cost plus this. Go 9 into the Kiku. 8 into the Kiku. I wonder what he does though. He just gained the life, right? I might just play one more 10 cost. I like this better. Can try to go like double black hole next turn. That's the 4th one. Not bad. We only have 8 minutes. We have to play faster. I'm just gonna go right into a Burgess. Search. Get some hand knowledge here. Robin? Just plays a Robin. I think this is fine because if we swing at his life, then You might leave the Borso standing. He does. You play a 10 cost over the Lafitte for sure. And we'll actually like poke it. Well, we have to poke his life. We'll get him 3 times. Likely take 3 life. You can get a trigger. It's fine. His board is full enough now to where that is fine. Yep. Ah, he can get a Perona, right? Yeah, that's bad. Ah, misplayed. Don't think we'll need another teach. We could double black hole next turn. Definitely should have gotten one more poke in there. That was bad. Curious what he's gonna do. Block with an 8. We gotta play fast. Probably taking a hit here. And then we have to manage his board in a way that we can kill him on the next turn after our turn that we're about to take. That doesn't make too much sense to me. Unless he's going to swing with the Borsa. I think he might. Alright, so here, I'm not going to need this anymore. I guess we can just grab this. Make sure to pitch it. And we just go face with 3 blockers. Get rid of these 2. It could be a trigger, but he's like black hold right now. Let me do this. One. If he plays Rygo, we just lose, I guess. We lose either way, though, if he plays Rygo. This at least gives us a win con for next turn, right? They are playing Rygo. Ooh, they're going to block her up. Okay. Oh, we already have 3 of them. Shit. I think we lose. Yeah, he's super safe, I guess. We still gotta try. Big 11. You gotta get out of 2 of them, I think. Looking for a 2K probably. Ooh. 12. No. Oh. Okay. Thirteens. Wow. A hell of a game, brother. A hell of a game. Very tricky one there. GG's to the opponent. Definitely a great game. I feel like it could be so much easier though for us. Definitely some stuff to clean up on, but it's weird when he doesn't well, I guess in all reality, if he didn't have Borsa and Marco there, like that was the cleanest lethal ever, but he had both of them. So definitely was glad I kept the black hole in my hand. I wonder if he's playing Rygo. Don't see it in the list. Let's check his trash really quick. No, I'm not seeing it. Or Gravity Blade. He's compensating for the Borsa and the Rayquaza package. But yeah, you definitely want the black holes in hand to go for lethal. This card's just busted. If I had a dollar for every game I won with this fucking thing, I'd be a millionaire. That it's our lethal card. And then we go 11, 12, 12, 13, 13. Crazy. Great game. I think he played a very good game there. GG's. Another Nami. He's going first. We get actually a quite decent curve if we could either see a Lafitte or a stage card. I might risk it. Let's try it out. I want to do better at playing hands that I don't mulligan immediately. Regardless, this will be fine. We get the Lafitte. That's fine. You could have on plays. Do I want you to play girl though? It's fine. I'm gonna play Burgess next turn, just so we can establish some early tempo. If he has the girl. He did keep his opening hand. He's thinking. He is just gonna go A-lead. Ooh, we get a trigger. Let's freaking go. Into the 5 cost. He'll get to draw. And we can proceed with playing a Burgess. There is arguments to do other things, but right now we don't have to. Can just, I think that we can actually swing 5. We'll swing 5, see what he's got. He could counter and then take the life, but that's just a risk, I guess, and we could always play the Shiryu. Okay. Gonna play an early Burgess. Pitch the Shiryu. Probably gonna go down to 3 here unless it's exactly a 5 cost and 5 at life, which it shouldn't be. I do want to get my stage online, but we do have to play blockers. Okay, then it's a 6. Okay. So we have to take this. He'll get a draw, and then we can't poke anymore right now because Kiku is a card. Although it's literally just Kiku that I'm worried about. He doesn't have anything else that I'm super threatened of. Right here, we could 5 cost into the Shiryu and then search with the feet. I don't hate that at all, because then we 2-for-1 him. What am I waiting for? To draw? For real? Could also just play a 6 cost Kuzan, which does relatively the same thing. 6 cost and pitch this. That's a play line. But we don't get Burgess or anything. Could 5 cost get this. I'm very tempted to just swing a 5 again. It's very interesting to see what they do. Because if he has a Thriller Bark card in hand, he just... Like, he already has 7 cards in hand? Okay. Okay, so he does give the Thriller Bark card, so we got a card out of his hand at least. I don't think we're swinging anymore. I think that I just want to... play this. Pitch this. And... end turn. I'll look for my Burgess next turn. And then we can swing into the Marco. Because it doesn't have really a really good on KO effect. Like, I don't care if he has cards in his hand. We want to win the board. Which so far we are, because of the early Burgess. Another Marco. Okay, this is really good for us. I think I'm just going to take this. He can draw. He probably doesn't turn this sideways either. So what I want to do now is KO his Marco with a Kuzan and a Dock Q. Yep, you're more than welcome to draw too, brother. We'll search with this. Probably for a Burgess. Trash it, Burgess. And now, he has a world of decision making to make right here. I don't think he ever takes a 5 here, right? He probably could. Pass. Don't think we're even going to play a 10 cost next turn. And we might. We're super ahead though right now. He has a Perona and trash he can play. Searching. Double 4 costs would be good, especially if they're Thriller Bark here. Ooh. That's his whole turn though. TBH, we're not upset with that. That's his whole turn and he clears these two, I guess. That's fine. That's totally fine. And it's actually, he doesn't get to clear both of them, because I can counter. And he also has to pick what he wants to clear. It should be a Dock Q he's swinging into. It should have been a 5 that he swung into the Dock Q with. And then a 7 into this. But we're not upset with that. He's going into this. That is interesting. Where does this go? This has to go here, right? You have to swing this into Dock Q. You have to know I can counter this. He does not. And I mean, yeah, I'm just going to keep killing your shit. You're more than welcome to draw cards, brother. Get our stage online. Pitch a 2K. Are we triple chaining 10 costs? Likely not. Shoot, we have to pitch a card. Do I care what the on-play effect is? I don't think so. Do I care? Yeah, probably. Don't think he's gonna take a 5, but he could. just to get a trigger. We'll ship it. It's not going to be able to clear these, so whatever 4 costs he plays is going to die. Has to be a hogback, right? Now that we have this online, that's super scary for him. That he didn't do that correctly. Like, that was very bad. Like, he played that awful. Yeah. He's pretty toast. I'm gonna play another auger with this. This is gonna be a grind fest, but a grind fest that we are gonna win nonetheless. Yeah. I mean, definitely. Nah, we don't have to swing. Do we have an auger? We don't have an auger. Are we sure? You can look for one. Leave this for the hogbacks. Now we can pass. Yeah. Yeah. Now we can play our 10 costs confidently. Yeah, I lied. We're not doing that. You think I'm gonna let you have the dock queue? Actually, at this point, I don't think I care. We'll let him have the dock queue. I need board space at this point. Could take Lafitte. Do Lafitte search. How many Burgesses do we have in trash? We have 1. Could take a Burgess. And then I'll play a Burgess and pass, I think. Chain a couple 10 costs after. probably fine with that. Thing is, we can't pressure with these right now. Yeah. So it might be 6 cost Kuzan into... Yeah, that kind of stinks. We get a 10 cost on the board. We'll take this. Nope, it likely will be a trigger. Would not be surprised at all. Yep. Could be Piranha, I guess. I think it's arrested though, which is pretty cool. So it'll be this with the can attack probably. I'm gonna poke double 6 into it actually. Get some cards from him. We should have pitched first so we can get one more 6, but I think we're relatively fine. We're gonna have 3 blockers next turn probably. He'll have 3 swings at me. Turning the Kuzan sideways was arguably bad, but it's gonna block and get us a life anyways. We're gonna plan on going for lethal, not this coming turn, but the turn after. I'm gonna play one more 10 cost each. I play 2 4 costs here. He should go leader here. With everything. And he actually puts us to 0 then, I think. No, he won't, because we have counter. Thankfully. Yeah, I think we'll be able to live one more turn because we'll block this, obviously. Okay, just wasting a card. So we want to black hole first. He'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 blocker life that. So we can actually just black hole. 5 there. Now what he could do is let it go so the bird just can't attack. He gives 2k for this. See, that sequencing was a little weird for me. Because he'll probably just let it... Oh, he doesn't let it go. So I think I want to go leader first. And then go like 6-6 into it, I think. I want to be able to kill him next turn, is the thing. He'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Yeah, that's a little weird. Six into it. Bird just can't attack. Okay, that's fine. And I think I just go 6 into the Nami. Plays another Nami, so that's a card out of hand. I think we can kill him next turn. Should be fine next turn unless he has a blocker. We know what this is. That's more info for us. And if he wants to play a character, that's just a better chance that we get lethal. Also, how many black holes have we seen? 2. 6 lead, I think we immediately go into a Burgess. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Well, this can get him actually a Marco. This game is far from over. I think we might have to play for one more turn, gentlemen. Can we kill him? Alright, give me a second. We poke him, he gets a Marco. Marco. Block with the Marco. And then we have like 3 more swings. I feel like we can get there. Definitely going to go for it. 2 Don is active. I think he'll have to get out of 2 of our swings, pending he doesn't have another Gecko to get him another Marco in trash. He does have 2. He's seen 1 Gecko here. We do see another 10 cost. Okay, so we don't see that. We see Doc Q that we can play. I think we go 7 first. We want to pitch first. Marco. Should be a Marco. Let's go with a 12. Let's see what he's giving us, because I can maybe... Don't think I can live, but... Draw 2, sure. Because I can pop if he plays another Marco. With the Kuz on. I believe that's his only out. Kiku. GG. Oh. If this was a Gecko and he played a Marco, we could pay 5 for Kuzan, play over this for a Doc Q, KO it, and then go 15. Yeah. Yeah. That would be the right thing to do, I think. Definitely. GG's the opponent. Played good. He had a, forget if this was the... Yeah, we curved out pretty good this game. It was very advantageous for us. Definitely GG's. Alright, we got Nami. We want to go... second. Not a good enough hand to keep. Because we want to go a more Burgess route. Okay, this is perfect. So we'll go my age first. Okay. We'll pitch. We'll pass. They could have girl to filter a card, I guess. But it's not worth pitching for this turn specifically. Take this. They'll draw. Alright, we have 4 Don. I think that we filter... We have a lot of 2Ks. We have more 2Ks than we need right now. And we're on 4, so ideally we want to play a Burgess here. But worst case scenario... I think that we can filter Doc Q. Lafitte is fine. Can play Lafitte. If we can search up another Lafitte here, that'd be really good. Okay, we do get the other Lafitte. Which could be good, but then we're missing out on a Burgess. So like in our top 8, 9 card, there has to be on the Burgess, or else we're cooking ourselves basically. I'm a gambling man though. I think I want to take this. Although we could just do Burgess, play a Caribou, and then go 6. It's probably what we should do. We'll do that. Could go 5 and play 2 Caribous. It's the same thing either way. He's gonna pitch a card. He pitches that? Okay. Black hole, so he'll get the hog. He has the Thriller Bark package, but we're just like starving. Let it go. Hog back. This is fine. So now we're just playing 6 costs and starving. We can pitch this for leader ability. Play a 6 cost. I'm intrigued what a 5 will do if he takes this. He has 6 cards in hand already. Triggering out a hogback would be good for him. We do have 2 blockers. That's the only reason that gives us a counter. We'll end the turn. I'm willing to take one of these. He does have a hogback in trash. So we'll take this one. That's fine. He can't play 2 characters here, which is good. We'll block this with the Kuzan, regardless of what he wants to do. They'll get us value eventually. He just plays a Robin. Okay. So what we can do is... we actually want to go into this. Could counter with a Perona then. So we might want to just go 7 into it. Pitch. Stronger. Okay, we see another Burgess, which is good. Don't have an Augur. I think I just want to go 7 here. It's got to be 4 or less and a trigger other than Hogback, so going 7 will be actually pretty decent into it. Could play Lafitte. I do really want to just go 7 here though, because it's either 2 cards, he lets it go and nothing happens. Okay. Okay. I mean, that's just -1 in hand then, right? Yeah, -1 in hand. That's fine. Play this again. Pitch a Burgess. And here you go. He could have Gravity Blade. Don't think Nami's running Gravity Blade though. I'll free block that. We could block this one, I guess. Or we just give him a card. He just passes, okay. Interesting. So we play 10 cost. We might actually just freeze this and then swing like 5 into it. We can go like 5, 6 into it actually. Because we don't care if these attack now. Okay. And then we can go 1-6, I think. He'll take this. Not a trigger. And then we pass. He'll have to turn his character sideways eventually. Block. Might just play 2 bodies and pass. Newgate. And pass. Ooh, we get the black hole. So we can auger into black hole on the Robin. I don't think it's worth it though. I'm just gonna get this. I'll probably play this too. Ooh, okay, cool. 10 cost for next turn. Go 17. And just pass. I'll probably summon 2 Burgesses with these just off rip. And we can potentially just go for lethal. He's finally swinging. Yeah, and then we'll just block these 2 if he wants to. $10Ks. Kills the teach. That's fine. His leader effect won't be online either, so we might just kill him right here. We've got our cards. Just worth blocking at all? Probably. Block 2. He'll have to attach 5 Don. Yeah, and then he won't have enough for a blocker. Should be over. 8 liter. Take it. Borsellino with no life. We'll just see if we can get a 24. You have to get out of 2 11s. I'll just go 12. Yep. GG's, friend. Very interesting strategy with just not swinging at my life. I haven't seen that before, but they can't play Red Rock anymore. So I guess they're teching in Kingdom Come now, but their Borsellinos won't get anything. I don't think that they're playing Gravity Blade anymore. And the Thriller Bark stuff, we can just get around with 6 cost Kuzans, and we didn't see a what's it called? Black Hole, but that would have been good to get rid of the Robin with an Auger for sure. But yeah. Yep, Burgess strategy works perfectly fine with this. I haven't seen them playing the Newgate either. This guy's trying a little bit of a spicy build, I guess, but GG's regardless. Alrighty, gentlemen, that'll do it for the gameplay portion of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is the third, I believe, deck kind of guide that we are going over. I know it's very brief, but I just want to get my thoughts out on how I want to approach the matchup. It's not going to be a slideshow or anything like that, but if you guys are enjoying these types of videos, I believe that I want to do 2 more of these for all of the meta leaders, because right now, I'm just going to look really quick on Gum Gum. We have Purple and Nell, which we did one on. We have Lucy, Nami, Boa, Hancock, and Yellow Luffy, which is what I think are going to be like the most meta relevant decks. If you guys want to see a Boa guide, the matchup is it got a lot better for us, because now that they're not playing Gravity Blade and they're playing the Borsa shit, we're quite happy with our Boa matchup. I'll probably still release a guide on that as well. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day too. I love doing this. I'm having a blast playing the game right now. We're cruising, making content every day for you guys, putting in the time, putting in the work. Big woo. And yeah, I appreciate you guys, and I hope you guys just have an amazing rest of your day. You deserve it. Mafia out.